Hello, so here the request is how to create an invite-only member platform where the user is sent the link to join the platform, user signs up, they're then allowed to invite others, and it keeps track of who invited who. So there are users in Bubble. If we go to the database, this is the standard type, and when you sign someone up, then automatically a new user will be added. So what you want here is something which happens before. We call them email invites. We give them an email to fill out for you and a name to fill out for you, and then accepted invite as a yes/no field. So on default it's no. When they accept the invite, we'll turn it to yes. Okay, so you as the admin then can have inputs which are called email and name, and a button to create an invite. So when you create an invite, create a new email invitee with input emails value and a name with input names value. You could, if you wanted to, only do that if there are no email invites with this name already available. So first item empty, only when it's first item's empty. Then what you can do is you can make changes to the current user and to the list of invitees. So this is a new field, type in email invite, a list of them is amended to add the new one. So this workflow you can use for the admin, but in principle you could also use it for any user to be able to create email invitees. Okay, then you of course also want to send an email to the person's email invite invitation link, and what you could do here if you wanted to is you could even question mark user equals current user's unique ID, pass along the user's ID or username, so then the person who receives the invite link basically sends information to the page, and then the person opening the mail to join might go on a different page. We're going to do it on the same page here, but I'll just say enter your invite email and then check, and basically check will, for example, it can go to another page, sign up for instance, or it can show a button sign up, which is normally hidden. So when we click check, we show the button sign up only when do a search for email invitees with email of the inputs value first item is not empty. You could even require that accepted invite is so far on no, but this makes the first time they sign up kind of irreversible, of course, so you could leave it out if you wanted to. And now when the person actually signs up, you may also of course need a password field sorry, password. So now the person actually signs up, and you can then actually make changes to the user who invited in the first email. So how do we find this user? The unique ID is found in the URL which we modified earlier. user equals, yeah. User equals, and so this is only one user, of course, who's changed, and the list of invitees added, we have current user. And current user does not work because you would need a field list of users invited, which is a field of users and a list, and you would add current user. So the list of users is the ones which actually accepted the invitation, whereas here at the start, this is just the invitation sent out. So you could also even compare them in a repeating group, where we are in the repeating group showing all users, and then within the repeating group, we can show, for example, first the current sales user's email, and then we could have even two repeating groups inside. First, which shows current sales users list of invitees, list of users invited, and that compared with current users list of invitees, and we could that where I show it. So just starting again, we basically created a new data type email invite. Then you can create these email invites, which sends the email and creates the email invite, and then the person kind of checks whether they've been invited by entering their email, and if the email exists, then we show the button sign up. We allow them to add a password. This creates the account and also amends the list of users invited to add the current user, because we found the initial person who invited the new user through the URL we sent along in the email, and then we can see all the users, inviters who accepted and who did not accept in the repeating group we made here. Hope this helps you. For more short tips on Bubble after this long video, check out our site tiplister.com. Link below. Cheers.